Hello, this is Lady B, and over the last 3 weeks, as I have been waiting for a computer part to fix my computer, which should be arriving tonight, hopefully, I have been posting mocktails, some of my mocktail recipes, to my Instagram instead, since I couldn't work on the videos. So since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, I thought it would be nice to actually show you how those mocktails are made, so that if you would like to, you can use them for your Valentine celebration with whoever your significant other is. Now, I have here a selection of glasses of different types that I will be using, and I have a wide variety here. See these. Now, I have everything from some really nice blue glass to some really cheap plastic ones that I got from a dollar store that you could take out, say if you wanted to go on a picnic and you didn't want to worry about breaking any glass, or perhaps the park maybe doesn't permit to use glass, some don't. And then, of course, I have this beautiful goblet. This actually belongs to my husband. And it will be used for something a little extra special. But the first step I need to do, before I even make any of the mocktails, is I need to rim my blue glasses. And for that, I just need 2 items, some water and some sugar. And it's really easy to do. You just take your glass upside down, dip it in a little bit of water, and then dip it in the sugar. And you get this beautiful sugar rim on your glass. Use that. Shake off the excess. And in the sugar. Now, and there's the other one. Now these need to go in the fridge for about half an hour before I use them. Give the sugar a chance to I don't know, solidify, whatever it's called. So I'm going to go do that now. And then I'll come right back and show you how to make the very first mocktail. I call this first recipe Berry Kiss, and I did actually come up with it as a special Valentine's drink for me and my husband several years ago. And you start by taking 1 strawberry and 4 to 6 blackberries or mulberries per drink and placing them in a bowl. And to that you add what to most people would probably be considered a rather unusual ingredient, and that is a traditional aged balsamic. This stuff is so wonderful. And it's a teaspoon each, and you place that over the berries, and then you mash it together with the balsamic. I have there my mortar and pestle for this. Now I have my mixer cup, and I am going to, using a metal sieve, placing it over the cup, I'm going to transfer this to here, pressing all the juices out. So we get all of those yummy berry juices and the balsamic. Move the rest of this back into my bowl. All right, so I'm going to set aside this mash because I am going to use this later. But my 2 ounces of liquid I have made, I am going to add, using this little 1 ounce shot glass, 1 ounce per of my pomegranate drink. So 2 ounces. Now when I said drink, I actually meant juice. This is 100% pomegranate juice. It's not a cocktail. It hasn't been thinned. It is straight pomegranate. And that is important. This thing actually has a little wisp in the bottom that lets me blend it all together. Anyway, now to finish it off, I'm going to put a couple of ice cubes. Try to be a little less loud. I'm going to put a couple of ice cubes in each of my glasses. If you're using a flute glass, I don't put ice in it. I just make sure to chill all my ingredients before using them. But when I'm using these larger glasses, I just add ice, and then I don't have to worry about whether I've just opened a fresh container or not. But I'm now going to put half of this in each one. There we go. Nice and even. And then I'm going to top it up with a cherry limeade soda. Now, if you cannot get a cherry limeade soda, you can instead find a cherry soda of some kind and add some fresh lime to it. And it will still taste quite good. I just personally like the cherry limeade soda. There we go. Anyway, good enough. And you're putting in about 4 ounces of soda each, so about half a cup. And look how it's just this beautiful red color. And you have it darker on the bottom, lighter on the top. And it's so good. Now, what to do with the berry mash? I have a trick for that. I will add a teaspoon or 2 of honey to the remaining berries. Just enough to sweeten it. If you don't like honey, you can use sugar. I just prefer honey. And I will be right back with a little surprise. So I have here 2 scoops of a high quality vanilla ice cream, which I have now topped with my sweetened berry mash to go with my 2 drinks. And it's a great little treat for just you and your significant other. So this next one is what we wanted these blue sugar rim glasses for. And I actually created this mocktail for a Halloween party, which explains the name, which is Vampire's Kiss. We were looking for something with a nice, beautiful, deep red color, and it turned out so nicely that I just use it year-round for special occasions. But it's very easy to make. What you need is, again, the pomegranate juice, a Tart Cherry juice, some ginger ale, some tonic water, and, again, some blackberries or mulberries. Now, oh, I almost forgot, some lemons and limes too. So it's a long list, but it's still very easy to make. So the first thing we do is we take 2 to 3 blackberries or mulberries and we place them in the bottom of the glass. And then carefully muddle it, which basically means squish it. And normally I would use a muddler for this, but this particular glass doesn't lend itself to the shape of a muddler. So I'm just going to use this fork to squish it up a little bit, release those juices into the glass itself. Now I'm just going to add 1 ounce of each of those 4 drinks I mentioned into these glasses. Going to squeeze 1/8 of a lime and 1/8 of a lemon. Fresh. Making sure we don't get any seeds in, of course. If you think it needs it, you can of course add an ice cube. And I finish it off by garnishing it with just a wedge of lime. And there we have it. Vampire's Kiss. It's a beautiful, deep blood red, and it's just delicious. And the rim of the sugar on the glass adds a really nice sweetness to it to counteract the tartness of both the pomegranate and the cherry. So I do recommend always using the sugar if you have the time. My third and final mocktail is actually a type of float, which is why I use this type of glass for it. It's named a Fallen Angel, which is because I came up with the idea for this while I was watching Good Omens. So it's sort of a Crowley meets Aziraphale sort of a drink. So I start off by filling my glass 1/3 of the way with either blackberries or mulberries. Now again, if you're using frozen, make sure to defrost it first. But once you fill that up 1/3 of the way, you take your muddler and you're going to smash them just lightly. You're not trying to completely break them down. You just want to release those juices a little bit, but leave enough of the berry whole that you will be able to tell what it is in your drink. This is the Crowley. This is the part of the drink that is Crowley. Now I'm going to add 2 ounces of pomegranate. Remember, I did say it was in every single one of these recipes. After you've added the pomegranate, you want to squeeze 1/4 of a lime in it. And then to this, we're going to add a scoop of a high quality vanilla ice cream. We have to have the Aziraphale part of it after all. And then to finish it off, I'm going to add my, again, cherry limeade. Now you don't have to have cherry limeade. You can use any soda you like as long as it's clear if you're going for the same look. And it needs to have a mild flavor. You can't use your ginger ale or ginger beer. It's too strong. But a lemon lime would be fine. A cherry soda would be fine. But I just add enough to top it off. And there we have it. The Fallen Angel. It is decadent. It's a great little dessert and a drink at the same time. So there you have it. 3 mocktails for this Valentine's that you can share with your significant other, or if you're on your own, perhaps just enjoy a little bit of a fallen angel. I love you all, whether new or old. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Until then, whatever your plans for this holiday may be, just remember, Don't be afraid to suit yourself and make whatever it is you do exclusively you. Now again, if you're using frozen, make sure to have defrosted them. But once I have them in, it's cold. Let me do that again. I messed up. I need a bowl. I got a bowl right here. I gotta take this ice cream out. I got my order wrong. No spilling. I'm gonna have to scoop another scoop.